Welcome to this month's virtual assembly. To get us started, let's hear from Mr. Kelso, our building principal.
Happy Kindness Week, Westside. This week, as always, be intentional to be kind to others. Being kind is a choice to do what you can to help others feel accepted and feel welcomed. Whether on the giving or the receiving end, kindness fills our hearts and makes us all feel more successful and our school more successful. So be kind to others, give thanks, and show appreciation to all those around you. I want you to turn and talk with your neighbor right now and take a second and talk about how does being kind in our building, how does that affect our whole school and make it a better place for everyone to learn? Turn and talk.
Coming back in 5.
Here's something to think about. When everyone is choosing to be kind, kindness multiplies. It's not just about you, it's about everyone. Every single interaction impacts our whole building. When these things happen so much, so often, everyone just feels better. And that makes our school a great place to learn. All right? Other things coming up after Kindness Week, our next big event in February is our skate night. It is next week, Thursday, February 22nd. That's from 5:30 to 7:30. So this week, while you're thinking about all the kind things that you can do, don't forget, upcoming next is that skate night at the Lights. I hope to see you all there. And this month's profile of a graduate disposition is critical thinker. Let's talk about the definition of that first. Critical thinking is the ability to think clearly and rationally, to understand the logical connection between ideas and solve problems. When you improve your ability to think critically, you are able to apply your own knowledge and your own creativity and explore outcomes to find better solutions. This month, this will include skills to explore, discover, read, and analyze information to make the best decisions possible. Please enjoy this video to learn more about critical thinking.
Critical thinking is a term that gets thrown around a lot. You've probably heard it used often throughout the years, whether it was in school, at work, or in everyday conversation. But when you stop to think about it, just what exactly is critical thinking? And how do you do it? Simply put, it's the act of deliberately analyzing information so that you can make better judgments and decisions. It involves using things like logic, reasoning, and creativity to draw conclusions and generally understand things better. This may sound like a pretty broad definition, and that's because critical thinking is a broad skill that can be applied to so many different situations. You can use it to prepare for a job interview, manage your time better, make decisions about purchasing things, and so much more. Now, as humans, we are constantly thinking. It's something we can't turn off. But not all of it is critical thinking. No one thinks critically 100% of the time. That would be pretty exhausting. Instead, it's an intentional process, something that we consciously use when we're presented with difficult problems or important decisions. In order to become a better critical thinker, it's important to ask questions when you're presented with a problem or a decision before jumping to any conclusions. You can start with simple ones like, what do I currently know? And how do I know this? These can help to give you a better idea of what you're working with, and in some cases, simplify more complex issues. Let's take a look at how we can use critical thinking to evaluate online information. Say a friend of yours posts a news article on social media and you're drawn to its headline. If you were to use your everyday automatic thinking, you might accept it as fact and move on. But if you were thinking critically, you would first analyze the available information and ask some questions. What's the source of this article? Is the headline potentially misleading? What are my friend's general beliefs, and do they inform why they might have shared this? After analyzing all of this information, you can draw a conclusion about whether you think the article is trustworthy. Critical thinking has a wide range of applications in the real world. It can help you to make better decisions, become more hireable, and generally help you to better understand the world around you.
This month's second step skills will focus on problem solving. Like critical thinking, you'll be learning about problem solving during your second step lessons with Mr. Damaris and your teachers this month. This is a similar skill, and we will apply the same concepts but to friendship situations and situations with your peers, adults, your family members, anyone around you. And this will help students better navigate challenging situations that you might face. To learn more about problem solving, we follow the following steps. First, we say the problem, then we think of a solution, then we explore consequences, and then we pick the best solution, because there might be different solutions that we could think of. And we want to make sure we have the skills to pick the best one. This month, you will learn to use this strategy to get through challenges more easily and learn to think through any tricky moments that you might face with anyone around you and learn to come up with the best solutions possible. Thanks so much for learning with me this week. We look forward to a great rest of the Kindness Week, and we'll see you soon.